In today's video, we're going to be talking about a wireless charger for your Tesla Model 3 and Model Y that also has a built-in Sentry mode. Thanks for tuning in on today's episode of my Tesla series. Today we are going to be reviewing a wireless charger by a company called Jowua. And this video I teased, I believe about 2 months ago when I reviewed their invisible fold-away mount and the 480-degree mount from the same company. And at the end of the video I told you all that I will be reviewing a wireless charger. Sorry it took me a while to bring this video to you, but here it is. Today I'm going to be discussing about how to install this wireless charger, what are the benefits of this charger versus other chargers, and what I really think about this product. Let's get started. So right here where it says micro SD card, we can lift it and this is where the micro SD card will go. We'll put that in a little bit. Right here they send you one pair of USB-C for the cars that has both USB-A and USB-C. These are the newer cars. And if you just have the regular USBs, then there's the USB-A here, two cables, and then we got two USB-C ports to go into the charger. So they got you covered regardless of which model that you have. And these are all more papers. And right here, this just says it'll fit both AirPods and AirPods Pro, and it will just charge here. So let's go ahead and install it. That is all there is in this packaging. The installation is fairly straightforward. If you have the older Tesla models where there were no wireless chargers, then you just gotta lift the plate that comes in the Tesla. If you have a wireless charger, if you have a newer Tesla, or if you purchased a wireless charger before, then all you gotta do is reach underneath, unplug the USB cables that you have that are going to the charger, and then just feed the cables after you lift that wireless charger, and then the wireless charger will come right out. First, plug in your USB-C cables on the USB-C ports that are in the back of this charger, and then just feed the other end of the cable through the two holes that you have in your Tesla. And depending on USB-A or USB-C, just feed those cables down there. And then if you have a USB-C, plug into a USB-C, or if you just have a USB-A splitter like I do, I can plug into the splitter. Beautiful. Charges. I don't think this will fit vertically, so that's the problem. My big phone doesn't fit vertically, so I had to charge it horizontally. This is pretty cool. What we're gonna test is if this SD card Sentry mode really works. So for that, what we are gonna do is I have a SSD card right here that is using the Sentry mode. So what we're gonna do is unplug this SSD. So I do not have Sentry mode in my screen now. Let's try putting this micro USB card. And a pro tip for you guys, just probably insert this before you install any of this. But if you didn't, there is this little hole, there's a slot down there where your micro SD card can fall. So just be careful while you're doing it. How this works is you want to face the top of the SD card and then have this connections here, and then just put it down here on the slot and then just push it in. And now it went in. Now you can close it. We have our USB splitter here, and each of those USB ports are coming out here. And we still got one free USB-A port. On my case, you might have one free USB-C port on your case. So let's see if this works. There is nothing here still. There is no Sentry mode icon. There is no red Dashcam icon. So what we gotta do is go here, safety and security. And right here it says format USB drive. So it did recognize that as a USB drive. So format it. I'm gonna go ahead and format. And now you have got yourself a dash cam here, and then the Sentry mode icon and an error message. And it says the Dashcam USB drive is too small. We inserted a 32 gig micro SD card, and that is why Tesla is saying it's too small. It still works, it's just too small. That's why if you use my code and the link in the description below, they will send you a free micro SD card that is 64 gig. That should be plenty for you. So here is my review after testing this wireless charger for about a day or two. Everything seems to be working well. I really wanted to test the Sentry mode and Dashcam feature before I post this video to make sure that it records when it is supposed to be recording, and it retrieves the footages here that I can view it from the screen as well as on the SD card. And it seems to be working really well so far. It detected the Sentry mode events, it recorded with Dashcam. I was able to save the footages and view it from the car's screen. The Sentry mode Dashcam seems to be integrated well and it works well. The charger itself is really an upgrade from my previous charger. It charges fast. I can do horizontal charging. I can do side-by-side charging if I have smaller phones. And if you have an AirPod Pro, it works with that too. So this device is super helpful in that sense that it now lets you do a horizontal charging instead of just being able to do vertical charging on the Tesla's built-in wireless charger. I really like the fact that I don't have to plug in an SSD anymore. I can just get a larger capacity SD card and just plug it in. It even frees up a USB port in my car. So I am really happy with that I'll be able to declutter some of the space in front here in the central console. If somebody breaks in to your car, by now they probably know that you have a flash drive or a SSD drive if they are familiar with Tesla vehicles. So they're probably going to be more inclined to look for those SSD drives in your car. I mean, if you have a newer 2021 models, the SSD drive that you plug in, the flash drive is in your glove box. So you can technically password protect the glove box so they won't be able to reach that. But if you have an older model, your flash drive is there. I know that with software update, Tesla now automatically records the footage on the onboard computer, and you can download that footage later on, even if you don't have a flash drive. So you do have that security, but if you want to have your own flash drive and be able to retrieve that flash drive, this might be a way to go. It seems like a more secure solution than just having a flash drive plug into your central console. I don't know, that could be just my opinion. Let me know what you think about it. And then it matches with my fold-away mounts, the 480-degree mount, as well as the dash that I have, the wood dash trim that I have. So it matches with all of that. It looks like it belongs in my car. So looks-wise, I think it looks pretty good. Only thing I don't like about this wireless charger is there is a hole right underneath where that micro SD card is supposed to go. And if you accidentally put your SD card on that hole instead of putting it on where the SD card goes, it will stay there. It gets stuck. And I'm telling you from my experience, when I was installing this, I accidentally put my SD card there and now it is stuck. I had to get a different SD card and put it in for my Sentry mode to work. So I just wish they didn't leave that slit on the bottom. Maybe I should be more careful. That will do it for today's video. I really appreciate your time watching this video, supporting my channel. If you haven't already done so, please like this video, subscribe, turn on the notification, comment below if you have any questions, concerns, if you want to ask me anything about any of my videos or products that I review in my channel. I'll see you soon in my next video. Namaste.